Hey, yo, we back again. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Ray Ray's podcast. I got to put a PSA out. Me and Ray did not plan to wear the same shirt today. It just so happened to happen by accident. I don't know if he got a camera in my house or something and was watching me. Yeah, I saw you wearing that shirt today and decided to wear my shirt.
We're literally wearing the shirts that say we're not the same, wearing the same shirt.
Was that an oxymoron we call that? Yeah. All right, so it's your boy Ray.
And Ray.
And Allison.
We back on another edition of Ray Ray's podcast, live on the 9th floor from Hello Studios, downtown Dallas. Kind of gloomy outside today, but I'll take it. I'm tired of this heat. I want it to rain again, do something. I'll even take that snowstorm again, just get rid of this heat. But we got a great show planned for y'all today. Real quick, we got to thank our sponsors. Shout out to Elite Pro Power Washing. If you have any power washing needs, go to elitepropowerwashing.com and tell them Ray Ray's podcast sent you. Also, Extreme Travel. If you want to plan the next vacation, go to extremetravel.com. That's extremetravel.com. All right. So this is the part of the show where we like to start off with our affirmations, where we like to say positive words, get everything, going, get, positive flow going, good energy in the building. So, all right. So y'all ready? Ready? Allison, y'all ready?
Ready.
Ready? Our special guest, we're going to introduce you in just a second. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go to this. All right. So, just in case no one tells you today, you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason, you're stronger than you think. You're going to get through this. See, we're all glad you're alive, and don't give up. So when you say positive words to yourself, man, when the hard times come, there's going to be autopilot. Those words will come back to your memory, So let's have a good show, take those words in for the week, all right? So let's talk about today's guest, all right? Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
So today we have Denise. She's the owner of Puff and Brush. So everyone, welcome Denise to Ray Ray's podcast. So what's up, Denise? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate that. Shout out to the homie Holly Day. I was like, yo, Holly, I see your friend. I was like, I want to get her on the show. Set that up for me. And she hooked it up. So shout out Holly Day.
Shout out Holly. I love her.
Yeah. All right. So what I want you to do is tell the people where they can find you on social media.
So on Instagram, it is @official Puff and Brush. That's my business page, and then my personal, which I also use for business, is @DeniseDavila.art.
Let's start this thing off like this. Tell us about Puff and Brush and how you got that started.
So Puff and Brush, I actually started in my mom's garage. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy, right? Mom, can I?
Hey, that's how Amazon started. Amazon started in the garage.
Yeah, I love my story. I started in my mom's garage. I had 1 year with my income tax. I was like, Mom, can I please turn your garage into an art studio? Because I wanted to quit my full-time job, and I was like, I'm gonna just try to pursue this artist thing. Because I always had people telling me like, you're great at painting. You should just what are you doing working here? Like, I used to work in call centers and stuff. So one year I just did it, and she gave me the okay, and we started converting it into the garage, and then I started hosting the Puff and Brushes there, which was crazy. I had like 30 people in a 2-car garage smoking it out. Like,
I know it was hot as hell in that thing.
It was a little hot. It was just a little hot, but we had fans and everything. So, and the people were like, they're still having a good time. And so I did that for a while between that and just hosting like sip and paints at restaurants until I was able to like get enough income to like open up my own art studio. And then now I have my art studio.
Okay. So what inspired you to start this business?
So just working at jobs that I hated, and I was like, okay, I need to figure something out that I can do that I enjoy, because I'm like, I'm not gonna do this for the rest of my life. Like, working in the call centers were the worst. They're just like messy. You're like in this cubicle all day, you're on the phone all day dealing with people, and I'm just like, I just got to a point to where I was like, okay, like something, like you got to figure out something. And so initially I had applied to to painting with the twist. Which I had never done anything like that, but I was like, I would just apply, and then but then I never got a call back or anything, which I was cool with. I was just like, then somebody had reached out to me that also did kind of like painting with the twist, and I started kind of working for them. But I had already had it in my mind, like, okay, I wanted to do my own, you know. So I was like, well, there's one foot in the door, like let me go in and see what it's all about, you know. And if I'm able to speak in front of people and teach people, walk people through a painting, then I got this, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did, and you know, I was slowly like just investing my money in all of my materials that I needed, and until I got everything. Then everything I needed, all my supplies, and I was going to different restaurants, like, hey, can I host these paint classes here at your restaurants? I'll give y'all a cut, like $5 per person, like, and I'll buy each person a drink that'll come included with their ticket, you know. And then while they're here, well, you know, they're gonna be hungry, so that's business for y'all as well.
Smart.
Yeah, and so that's kind of where I started, until, like, you know, being mobile and carrying all these supplies is like annoying. So I was like, okay, I need my own space. And yeah, I opened up my first studio about 3 or 4 years ago, but there was no smoking allowed in there, so they were just like sipping paints. And then I was determined to find a different studio where people could smoke in, and
Gotcha.
it was a little bit more private. So that's where I'm at now.
Yeah, Ray, didn't you just go on an event like that, like a paint and sip? Or something
Yeah, it
like
was a
that?
paint and sip. I went, I forgot where it was at. It was like a little date night type deal.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun. It was something different to do.
So at these events, do you decide what people paint, or can they select their own image they want to paint?
So at first, when I used to like have like an image of the day, like this is the image that everybody's getting, but I always offer a custom option where people can send me whatever they want. Like if they have a picture of their dog and that they want on a canvas, then I'll stencil it for them. Now I do have like up to letters A through M that you could select out of all of these canvases for one price, and then if you still wanted a custom, there is an upcharge for that. So that's an option too. Like, and I change them out like every 1 or 2 months. Like for Halloween, those are gonna be crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely got to go to that one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the puff part of it. All right.
Yeah.
How do you decide strands people smoke, or do they only use one type of strand?
Nope. I don't discriminate. I mean, you know, I don't provide, I'll just say that right now, I don't provide anything. The
Okay.
only thing I do is provide the space and all of the art supplies. Everything is BYOB.
Gotcha.
BYOB.
Gotcha. I got you.
You know?
I got you.
Yeah, and I always tell people, like, only bring what you can smoke in like 2 hours. Don't try to pull up with pounds. You know, like, please don't do
my
that.
God.
Please don't.
They don't show up, try to flip this. Hey, say, man, I got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to yell back at this? Hey,
Bro, you got somebody in a parking lot. Hey, man,
I got you. Hey, what you need?
want, man?
Hey, yeah, we keep that outside. That's cool and all, but not in here.
All right. So what got you started painting and doing art?
So I've always loved art, like since I remember like getting into art contests in the 3rd grade in school, just like a drawing contest, like on drug-free week, I won a contest.
Wait, hold up.
I know, that's funny, right?
Oh my God.
Well, that's
Oh my God.
that's an origin story like no other.
That's hilarious.
What was the painting of?
It was just a drawing. It was just like,
Oh God.
let me try to remember because I was in 3rd grade. It was like a chicken, and the chicken was like laying on the floor like dead. And it was like don't do drugs, don't be a chicken. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Something along those lines.
But, man, when I was little, man, at the Kroger, Albertsons, where it was, they used to have coloring contests for kids.
Yeah.
You get a little piece of paper and you color. And I actually won the little contest one time. It was coloring some zoo animals and got some tickets to the zoo.
That's
I was so proud of myself at like 7th grade.
Hey, that does something to you as a kid.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You're talking about the drug-free week. I think we've all let those dare things down growing up. Scruff McGruff, all of them, we let them down
At least once.
tremendously.
We definitely live in more like liberated times
For sure.
when it comes to drugs and alcohol, I think. So I'm interested to see what the message will be for kids growing up instead of those intense dare commercials. Hopefully it'll be something more about teaching kids the knowledge of how to be responsible with those things.
Bro, real quick, I'm from Seattle. I'm a Seahawks fan, so sometimes I listen to the radio station from Seattle. Listen,
Nobody asked for this.
no. I'm telling. let me get to the point. So when I'm listening, they'll have the commercials. You know how there's like "Don't drink and drive" here. They have "Don't smoke and drive" campaigns in Washington State because it's legal.
Yeah, they have
They're
those
like,
in Nevada too.
That's so crazy. Maybe hopefully sometime Texas can get to that point, but
Once they see how much money all the other states are making, just from marijuana alone, I think other states will get on board. It's just going to take time. Other states are a little more stubborn than others. But I remember when they opened dispensaries in Vegas, the lines for the dispensaries were insanely long. And it's all cash.
yeah.
You have to bring cash. So it's crazy.
Cash.
There's maybe a couple dispensaries that accept debit cards, but it's just all cash.
So we're gonna do this segment on the show. It's called
Slow down. I just wanna get to know you.
Slow Down. We just get to know you. This is where we ask you some questions, trying to just dive deeper to really get to know you, and we're just gonna see where it goes. Speaking about cannabis, do you have a favorite strain of cannabis?
You know what? It's crazy because, as a owner of Puff and Brush, you'd think that I'm like this big smoker, which I used to be like several years ago. But as I'm getting older and running the business and stuff, I recently started noticing like it was kind of slowing me down. So I kind of calmed down on smoking. I don't smoke as much anymore. But I'm not even familiar with just like all the strains like that. There's just so many strains now. I'm like, I don't know, just sativa. It used to be sativa.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I would start getting anxiety, and I'm like, oh no, you need some indica. So I don't have a favorite strain.
I hear a lot of people talk about Zaza now. Don't know what the hell that
I
is.
have no idea either.
But everybody keeps saying they smoking on Zaza. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking about what's the name from Lion King? Y'all smoking the bird? Like,
His name is Zazu.
Zazu.
well, I stand corrected. Zazu. That should be the next grade up. Yeah, you heard of Zaza. Now we got that Zazu. That should have you lifted and flying.
Oh God.
That's a good one.
All right. What is the funniest thing that has happened to you recently?
There's got to be something funny that's happened in one of your painting classes with these folks puffing and painting.
Not just like I mean, well, some people just be there high and they're just like, they're dipping their paintbrushes into their mixed drinks, or just like, or you'll see the like party fouls that are just like they're rolling into class. They all the weed spills on the paint plate and stuff, but nothing honestly like at any of my classes, nothing just like out of the like crazy that has happened. What is that?
Be my girlfriend guy. So what's this be my girlfriend guy about?
Oh, I was like, what? Oh, no. Okay, so like at this past class, somebody requested a custom stencil. And he was like, can you like, look, I'll pay the extra fee. Can you just write on the canvas, will you be my girlfriend? And he went up there with the girl, and I had to hide it and everything. Because he's like, she can't sit next to me. She has to sit across from me because he was painting it for her. So I know it was so sweet. But you know what? I need to follow up with him because I'm like, what did she say?
That's what I gotta know. Like, did she turn him down or what?
We all want to know. I uploaded a video on my Puff and Brush page, and it showed it, and people were commenting like, "What did she say? Yes." I'm like, I don't know. I gotta follow up with him. That
What
was
happened
pretty
when
cute.
she saw it? Did he show it to her at the class?
He did, but see, a lot of my classes, I have instructors that instruct them. So that class, I was just there for the beginning part, so I had left by the time I didn't get to see like the end part of it. So I am really gonna follow up with him for real.
Yeah, I want to know.
That's like when those people do like those public proposals. Like,
Oh yeah.
if you're not sure that person's gonna say yes, I don't suggest you doing that. Because I've been seeing videos lately where the guy's asked a girl, and she's like, nah, bruh. Like, nah.
Oh yeah,
Or like the most
that's tough.
weirdest inconvenient places like Hooters or something like. I wouldn't.
Hooters?
Like I've seen that. Like why would you
A
do it there?
proposal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen like at restaurants and like no, that's not.
I guess I could understand if it's like an insider thing, like this is where we met.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
thing,
Okay,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
I could see that. But it's still, yeah, like
Hooters, though? Like,
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it
Hooters.
like on TikTok, and the girl walks off, and everyone's like, oh,
Yikes.
yikes.
Okay. So if you had to pick a song to play every time you walked into a room, what would it be?
golly, that's so. You know what? My favorite song is "September" by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Love that song.
That's my favorite song.
That's the cookout song. That and Maze and Frankie Beverly.
Hell
I
yeah.
love that. I love oldies.
So did you say that's your favorite oldie song of all time? Mm-hmm. Okay, if you had to give us top 5 oldie songs of all time, what would you choose?
Oh, September. Tell It Like It Is by Aaron. What's his name? Aaron Neville.
Aaron Neville?
Aaron Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Mr. Postman. whoa, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. And then I got 2 more. Groove by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Let's groove tonight.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Oh man, you just had the
She's got
black
the cookout music.
Yeah.
She invited to the cookout.
I got the playlist down, and then one more. I got a Oogum Boogum. Oogum Boogum Boogum. Have you ever heard
Oh
it?
yeah.
Probably have heard of it.
Yeah. If you put it on, you'll probably have heard it before.
Okay. So if you could go back in time and give some advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Be patient. Just be more patient and yeah, just be patient. Because I tried to I became a mom young. I just kind of tried to rush through life. Like I thought I knew everything. Yeah, that's me. I got pregnant when I was 16. And so I started life pretty young, like
Yeah.
an adult, So I didn't really get to do all the stuff without the kids, which now I do it with the kids. I don't mind, but yeah, it would be to just be patient.
Be patient. Okay. So, real quick, while I'm thinking about this, while my brain is like running like 50 miles an hour, real quick, I know I have pet peeves that like really trigger me. Do you have certain pet peeves that trigger you?
Like talking with food in your mouth.
Oh.
Oh God.
No, especially like when when they're in the middle of swallowing and they're trying to talk. I'm like, bro, swallow your food. Because you could hear it. You could hear the food in the throat. Like, I hate it. I hate it.
Mike, you guilty of that, man? You guilty of that? It's not talking about you.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And then just like lying, just lying, like just even about small stuff. It's like you didn't even have to lie about that. That's like one.
Over there lying for Mike. What you lying about, man?
Uh-oh. We're in here starting fights, y'all.
I was playing basketball, I
stop.
swear.
You ain't got a lot of kick it.
I was with
You ain't got a lot
Ray.
of kick
I was
it.
playing basketball with Ray, man. I swear I was.
Oh, that drives me nuts. Like that'll drive me angry. And I'm not really an angry person. It takes a lot to get me angry.
Do you have like a good sense when you know somebody is lying?
My intuition
Like-
is on point every time. I don't even need the proof. I just know.
I just feel it.
I know.
And you make that face too, like, I know you lying.
Yeah.
I know you lying. Everybody got that face like,
I know.
Right.
Do you feel like you've had this intuition for a long time, or as you've grown as a woman, you've become more in tune with your intuition?
Yes. I feel like I have had the intuition for a long time, but I always doubted myself until like more recently I've kind of started like getting a little bit more spiritual or digging deeper into like myself and like my childhood and just like all of that. And I definitely like it's my intuition's a lot better now.
Same.
do you have like any favorite art pieces, being an artist,
That I've done myself.
that you've done yourself or someone else has done?
So yeah, one of my favorite art pieces was I painted a Nipsey Hussle. That one was one of my favorites because that one I took my time. That's where I said be patient. Don't be trying to rush through things. I took that one's one of my favorites, and then I did this like trippy Homer Simpson one, and I was really happy.
I like
with
that one. I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I was really happy with that one too. But I haven't painted like too much recently because I've been more so with the paint class stuff. But whenever I do, like I trying to balance everything, just like being a business owner, a mother, a wife, all that is just like sometimes I have to find the time to paint,
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting easier, he's Mike has my spouse has what's the word? He's kind of allowed me to open up my schedule a little bit more so I don't have to focus too much on the work part if I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
But naturally I'm just like I love it. Like I love the business part. I love being like it just makes me feel a little bit more empowered.
Do you have a lot of people commission you for art pieces? Should I hit you up like, hey, I need this piece for my house, or I need this piece for my office?
Yeah.
You get hit up a lot for that?
I do. I've gotten like mural commissions, a lot of canvas commissions. The thing that sucks with those is just like as an artist, like I can be like, yeah, I'll do it, and then like I'll start it, and then like if I get into a certain type of funk where like I won't touch the piece because it's like I don't feel like I'm in the right state of mind where I even want to touch it, So giving people timelines is hard because I don't want to tell you it'll be ready in 2 weeks, and then next week I'm not feeling it, and then it's like if I work on it, it's not gonna be my best because I'm not like
There, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the part that I dislike about the commission pieces.
So has anyone came to you like, yo, I gotta have this like ASAP. I need it now.
Yeah.
Send it today. Send it today.
I'll upcharge on those. Like, if they're like, is there any way you can have this done by Friday? Like, well, I can, but it's going to just be like, I don't tell them it's going to be more. I'll just give them my price, whatever, and, but yeah, I get that pretty often, like as a birthday gift or as, for whatever the occasion. I have gotten that several times.
I can totally relate, like completely, because I do photography, and I'll get in my moments where I'm just not in it when it comes to editing, and I can always tell that I'm doing a lower quality job when I'm forcing myself to create a piece, for a client, and I want to give the best result possible. So I love hearing from another artist that they experienced the same thing, and we are living in such an instantly gratified world right now. So when people aren't patient with artists that work for themselves, it's a little frustrating. We're not Amazon Prime. We're not going to deliver what you want tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
having patience with your artists that you hire to take their time and create something just for you, like the patience is completely appreciated.
Definitely.
Okay, so you know how we started off the show with the affirmations?
Yes.
Do you believe in affirmations? And is there something you live by?
I absolutely do believe in affirmations. I don't, not one specific thing I live by, but I'm constantly like reminding myself, and even just talking to my kids like about just speaking positive things to yourself, and like how the mind is such a powerful thing. Like not only like speaking power, like these positive things to yourself, but like believing it. That's the harder part, because it's like, oh, I can say this or that every day, but if I don't truly believe it, it's really not like I'm just saying things, So I've been like making it a point to talk to my kids, like, because I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, and then 3-year-old, which is a little bit smaller, and I talk to them about it, and I'm constantly like trying to like scope their mind to this, because it's important, like you can literally drive yourself sick, or like if you're just negative all the time or stressing all the time. So I try to like keep this balance with everything.
Yeah. And just with that, you have to put action behind the words.
Definitely.
You can't say the words and not put action behind it. Right. That's like you telling yourself, yeah, I'm going to go lose weight, but you don't either diet, you don't go to the gym.
Right.
Cool, you can say that all you want. You can believe that, but yeah, what are you doing to get you to do that?
Definitely, right? And that's what I try to, I'm always like trying to lead by example with my kids. If they see me going to the gym, they see me trying to eat better, then, you know, eventually they're going to do the same too, you know.
Yeah, that's like people tell people like, yo, you know, I'm gonna teach you how to make money, but you're not making money yourself.
Right.
How do you expect someone to want to learn
To take you serious.
to make money from you?
Well, those people get on my nerves, man. Those people
Yeah.
all over social media, they tell you that all these,
What does Ray say? Scammers be scamming.
scammers be scamming.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Another
Yeah.
topic. Well, we want to thank you so much for taking your time out, for coming and visiting with us here on Ray Ray's podcast. Shout out Mike, too, for pulling up on us and hanging out with us. Again, we want to shout out all of our sponsors, extremetravel.com, Elite Pro Power Washing. Ray, Allison, what you got for us real quick?
Scammers be scamming. If you ever plan on going to Mississippi, don't. And have fun.
Shut up, Ray.
Allison.
We'll just end it on a positive note. You know, love yourself, be true to yourself, trust in yourself. No one can believe in you or be more proud of you than yourself.
Facts. Mic drop. Drop it down. But, you know, this has been another edition of Ray Ray's podcast. You know how we sign off. Tell yourself, I will boss up physically. I will boss up mentally. I will boss up financially. And I will boss up spiritually. Invest in yourself. Ray Ray's podcast. We are out of here.